Hello everyone, welcome. Bonjour, bonsoir. This will be a lock transformation. Obviously, the one on the right was done a lot of wrong. So we're gonna take them out and redo them in this video. My lovely client here wanted something different than what she got. So she contacted me and let me know what was going on and um, what was going on with her locks and what happened and the whole situation. So we figured out what she would like and we decided to make it happen. So I replaced those locks with custom made DXLY lock extensions made just for her. Purchase link for these for lock extensions. Lock tools are in the description, so if you want to order lock extensions, they are in the description. So are the lock tools. These were 0.25 and I believe it was 110 of them, and they were at 16 inches. And as I've said before, if you have locks already or you've purchased them from a different vendor, I am willing to attach them. Just send me a photo of them just so I can see how they're made and we can go from there. So first thing is first, I'm gonna cut off the extensions that she does not want. We cut them off and threw them away. So this is pretty much kind of like a cautionary tale to really get to know who you're booking and what you're booking for. Make sure they understand what you want. Um, and that's why I try to keep my bookings by email. That way I can fully understand what somebody wants, and if I can't provide it, I will say no, and if I can, we will go from there, because she wanted something completely different from what she got, and that's unfortunate. So here I'm just combing out her locks because I didn't cut too short. I left some length so she can have some hair to attach with. And a common question that I usually get is, how long should my hair be for extensions? It should be at least 3 inches. Anything under 3 inches I will not do, just because it's not as secure. And even if you're okay with doing under 3 inches and you understand the risk, it's still not recommended, and it still will become an issue. Therefore, I choose not to do anything under 3 inches. Yes, I've had clients in the past who their hair was shorter than 3 inches. However, in this day and age, I don't do that anymore. It has to be 3 inches or I will not do it. And once I was done combing it out, which didn't take that long because her hair itself didn't lock that much. It was a little matted, but it didn't fully lock. So that didn't take much. And here I'm just gonna give her a good, nice, thorough wash so we can install some fresh extensions. Now that we're all done washing, I'm going to pre-part her hair just to make sure that the lock size, lock amount, density will match her hair. I do this with every client. I always pre-part so we know what we're working with, and whatever the pre-part is, I inform the client of the size and the number of it to see if they're okay with it, and if they are, we proceed. And once that's done, I put the little parts into sections of 10 so I can count them accurately and figure out what we're working with. And I'm usually right on top of the number that we're looking for. I may be a lock off or two, but most of the time I get it exactly correct. So now we can start attaching. So I'm going to speed this up just a little bit, just because it's just a repetitive motion. It's the same thing. And if you guys want to see in-depth videos on attaching, go to my playlist that's titled Lock Extensions. I have several videos on there where I slow down and detail what I'm doing. And it's pretty much the same thing. I've just gotten much faster from doing so many of them. So yeah, so I don't really feel the need to go back and reiterate everything. I do, but not as detailed as I would in my previous videos. So if you are interested in seeing more or more detailed, more slowed down things, go to my lock extension playlist and you'll see many videos that detail what I'm doing. But pretty much I'm using a triple lock tool, and I am using that to attach her locks. And I'm just meshing her hair with the loose hair that is on the extension. And when I make extensions, I usually leave a good amount of loose hair to help attach. And this is why I do it, because it looks much better once it is attached. And here's a better view of me attaching. I always start with the natural hair at the base of the loose hair that's in the extension. So I start with the hair um, where the extension is tightened or firm. I add the natural loose hair to that area, and then I mesh the rest of the loose hair with the loose hair of the extension. It's very simple, it's just very tedious. As I've said before, it's a lot of work, but the more you do it, the faster you get. And I pretty much do this here until the locks are starting to form and they get firmer. And once I feel like they can't get any firmer, then it's done. But if it's still a little loose, if it's still a little soft under my fingers, I keep going. And if there's areas that are still soft, I will add some loose hair to it. So these locks are really long. They were 16 inches. And every time I attach locks, they end up being 1 to 2 inches longer, only because of the loose hair that I have at the end. They're looking very nice. She's loving them, I'm loving them. And here we're almost done. As she told me, her previous installation took 24 hours. Yes, 24 hours. That is crazy. I couldn't do that. So this took about 5 hours, and that was with cutting, combing out, and attaching and styling. Took 5 hours, but as I said, I'm not trying to bash the whoever did the previous one. Maybe she was really new starting out, but I've been doing this for a while and I do a lot of them, so I've gotten much faster. But 24 hours is a lot. If you find yourself doing 24 hours or doing a crazy amount of hours, it's best to practice a little bit more so you can get faster, because that is hard on you and your client. So this is the finished product. Once again, you can order locks from my purchase link that is in the description. Um, and as I say a lot, I'm a very busy woman, so I get so many inquiries and I'm not able to answer them all in a timely manner, or I'm not able to fulfill everyone's request because I'm so busy. So I am not opposed to attaching locks that are purchased from other vendors, as long as there are locks that I can work with. And I'm not opposed to, of course, making locks and shipping them out. As that, you can find that in the purchase link. Order locks to your liking. You can go from this size here up to, I believe, 2 centimeter thickness, which is a pretty thick lock. So here I'm just giving her a loop method retwist before we go into a bun style. And this is the finished style. This is pretty much a bun, and I split, well, it started as a ponytail and I split the ponytail into, I believe, 3 braids, and then I just put the braids around each other just to form a certain shape. I usually freestyle my styles, so I don't never really have a method to my madness. I just freestyle, and I sometimes do style videos. So if you guys want to see this one, I may do it again. Just let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, supporting. I know a lot of you find me on here and you actually contact me um, and support me in that way, and I really truly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next video. Bye guys.